channel. So I'm going to share with you how you all can do that as well, how to leverage opportunities from social media, and how to build a strong online brand. Remember what Robert talked about, the cash flow quadrant, that B is for business owner, but B is for brand, right? You got to have a strong brand. Also, how to turn your passion into a passive income. There's 3 business models I'll share with you. Number 1, we're going to either sell our own products or services. Number 2, we're going to sell other people's products and services. Or number 3, we're going to turn our passion into an income. And for those of you who are business owners, we're going to actually teach you how to take that to the next level by getting a lot more awareness. I can tell you one thing that you can do during the whole COVID situation is just get a lot more awareness. The more awareness you have, the more interest you have, the more sales that you get. So some of the challenges you might be facing is, well, you may not be earning enough passive forms of income. You heard Robert talk about, the people who are trading time for money, they are working for active income. We want to create what we call passive income, right? Maybe a lot of you are not able to monetize fast. Maybe a lot of you going to say, look, I'd love to learn how to use social media and start an online business, but I've just never done this before. Maybe you post content on social media, but you don't get any views, you don't get any engagement. Or maybe some of you, you're using social media, but you're not making any money, all right? So I'm going to tell you how it all started. By the way, how many of you have heard me speak before? If you have, type in yes. If you haven't, type in no. If you have, type in yes. Oh, I've got some yeses. Oh, cool. Some no's. Okay, I can't read the names. They're coming in too fast. There's too many comments coming in, so that's why I can't see that. So Cindy, Grace, you have. Okay, so a lot of you haven't seen me. So I'm going to tell you how it all started. So I've got 4 strategies I'm going to share with you that's allowed me to create multi-million-pound businesses by using digital assets, right? So I started working as a computer animator, and I worked in London, and this is what London looked like pre-COVID. And, for me, it just felt like I was just working in, just a job that I wasn't living. I was just existing, right? And so every day was a jam. I know a lot of you are from Malaysia and Singapore, where, there's a lot of jams that happen. We spend all the time out in the jam. And it didn't matter how much money I made. And Robert was saying this, like, no matter how much money you make, the more money you make, the more money you spend, right? Because that's how the traditional way of learning has taught us, right? Go to school, get a job, work for somebody else. And what they don't tell you is that you can get fired, right? My mum told me to go to school, get a job, and you'll be successful. But COVID, how many of you know somebody who's been fired? Type in yes. Type in yes. All right. So Franklin, Ryan, Chin, Jarman, Julie, right? Joe, a lot of you know someone's been fired, right? That's what happened to me because I got too good at my job. So my boss fired me because he was too scared I was going to take his job. So I remember walking out of that and just remembering to myself, I'm never going to let anyone do that to me again. And so, of course, when you don't have any money, you have arguments with your partner. Do you know most arguments start because of the lack of money? So I needed another way to make money without having to trade time for money or to commute to work every single day. So no one could ever point their finger at me and say that you're fired. And this became my security. So it could never happen again. So I needed another way just to make an extra 5,000. Now, I know a lot of you may want to make millions and millions and millions of dollars, but let's just start with 5,000 pounds, which is around 10,000 Sing, which is around 25,000 Malaysian ringgits. Right? There's a concept called reverse engineer. If you want to work out how much money you want to make, you want to reverse engineer. So step 1, you need something to sell. Step 2, you need to sell a certain amount of units per month. So let's say, for example, you can find a product for $100, you sell 50, you make 5,000. If you find a product for $500, you sell 10 of them, you make 5,000. If you have a product for $1,000, you sell 5 of them, guess what? You make 5,000. So the whole point of this is to make sure that we are finding things to sell. So I started reading books, attending training courses. I even had to borrow money from my uncle just so I didn't have the money to attend these training courses. So I borrowed money from my uncle because I knew that I needed new skills in order to get the new results, right? You heard what Robert talked about, intelligence. You've like, even like you look at homeless people, they've got a mobile phone, but they don't have that knowledge. You see, you need to upgrade yourself. You got to have the skills to pay the bills. Everyone type in the word skills to pay bills. You got to have the skills to pay the bills, all right? When I told my friend about these seminars, they thought it was a scam. They said, John, it sounds too good to be true. And what I realized is that you should only get advice from people who have the results that you want, not your friends. You see, you got to get a coach or a mentor like all top athletes do. You must always be learning. Right. Thank you, Parsi. Thank you. By the way, thank you so much for participating in the chat. You know, as a speaker, I normally present in front of a live audience, and we have thousands and thousands and over 5,000 people watching right now. So thank you so much for participating. So here's what I learned over these last decade of being in business. First of all, if you want to make money while you sleep, you need a system where people can buy something from you 24 hours a day. So let me ask you right now, what's open 24 hours a day? Type it in for me. What's open 24 hours a day? All right, Amazon, I see Amazon, internet, social media, e-commerce, 7-Eleven, Travis says, e-com, exactly, right? So you basically need an online shop. And now technology means that you can, there's software out there, you can click a button, you have an online shop to collect money in less than 10 minutes, right? You know, the second thing is if you want to make money, you need to sell something, but provide a lot of value. And also you need to use this to grow your own business, or you can use this to sell other people's products, right? There's only really two business models. One, I sell my own products. I create my own products. Two, I sell somebody else's products. That's it, right? Just keep it really simple. And the goal is to turn your passion into an income as well if you don't have a business. And the key, you need visibility. So I put my first website up, and guess what? I didn't get any sales. Why? Well, all because you have a website doesn't automatically mean people are going to come to your shop and buy. You need to have traffic. Everyone type in the word traffic. You got to have traffic. And that's why if you're from Singapore, if you look at Orchard Road, if you're from Malaysia, look at Pavilion. You know, those of you, some of you from the UK, if you're up early in the morning like I am, a lot of shops are closing down because when people are in the UK, we're in second lockdown right now. We're in lockdown for the second time. We can't go out. National lockdown. A lot of the shops are being closed down, right? Because no one's going to the shop to buy. The only company that's doing well is Amazon. They're $1 trillion company now. The share price doubled during lockdown. So I remember speaking at this event. I started making money. Why? Because I had a lot of visibility. A guy walks up to me and said, "John, how much is your report?" I said, "I don't know. £47. The guy takes his wallet out, gives me £50 to keep the change. That's when I had one of those moments, right? So I quickly went home and I wrote a guide, right? I got a PayPal link for £47 and I got all my business cards. I sent 800 emails. I got up in the morning and guess what? I sold 369 copies for £47 each. I made £17,343 whilst I was sleeping. How many of you be okay with that? Type in okay. Type in okay. Eric says okay. Gabrielle says okay. Jason, Ciel, Fam, okay, right. A lot of you is okay. So I'm going to share with you how we do this. See, what I realize is if you can get more eyeballs, the more people that know who I am, the more people who are likely to buy something. I mean, I learned this from my cousin, right? So I said to her, "So what do you do?" She said, "Well, our goal is to sell clothes." I said, "What, you just sell people bras and knickers?" She said, "No, our goal is to get people into a changing rooms." Because she said that 50% of people that try and close end up buying something. And isn't it true? How many of you have been shopping before? You said, "I'm not going to buy anything." And guess what? You come home with bags of shopping. Type in me if that's been you. Type in me if that's been you, right? Jason says me. I see a lot of me's coming in, right? So what's the fastest way to get eyeballs? If all you did is use social media, remember what Robert said, everyone's on social media now. That's our slingshot with David and Goliath. This is our advantage. This is the edge that we have. Remember the coin? This is the edge. So what's the fastest way to get eyeballs? Well, we must use YouTube. YouTube is free. Everyone can upload a video to YouTube and make money. And you heard Robert talk about the guy who's making 70,000 a month from doing this. So I put my first video up and it got 1,759 views. And guess what? My shop started making money. I couldn't believe it. When I asked people, I said, "How did you find out about my shop?" They said, "John, I saw a YouTube video." Right? So at the end of your YouTube video, you say, "If you want to buy my stuff, go to www. and you give your shop address and you start making money." Then I put another video up because I got a bit shy. I didn't want to show my face. So I started doing a screen recording. You can use a software called Camtasia.com and that can record your screen and you upload the video. And it got 92,000 views in March 2010. And then when you get big, you start getting interviewed on other people's podcasts and YouTube channels. And then I started getting invited to speaking engagements, right? And then, I get paid to do a speaking gig. Like I charge £55,000 to now do a speaking keynote speech. And then someone contacted me. They watched my video. They said, "John, we'd love for you to write a book." I said, "I'm not a writer. I'm dyslexic." They said, "John, how about we pay you this much money to write a book?" And this is what Robert's talking about. When you write a book, you become branded, right? And you could create more authority. And I got paid thousands and thousands of dollars to write a book just because I had a YouTube video, right? And I sold thousands of copies of that. So what I learned is, wow, you can go from YouTube to your shop, and that person sent me a message on Facebook. So Facebook is another online asset that we want to use, right? So I put another video up, had 102,000 views. Imagine driving 100,000 people to your shop to buy something. That's July 2016, right? So the key here, the secret is you need awareness. If you have a business or you want to start a business, you cannot sell anything unless you have awareness. You need traffic, right? So what other ways can you get traffic? I started using Instagram. How many of you on Instagram type in IG? Type in IG. All right. So Eric, Gabrielle, Quantum, CP, Yash, Dylan, Daniel, right? A lot of you. Okay. So I put this post, I got 24 likes. This one, 17 likes. This one, 44 likes. And literally, I wasn't doing any, literally for 4 years, nothing happened. And then this happened. Are you ready? I literally put up this post. I got 469 likes, 10 times the amount of likes. Now, here's why you need to get a lot of likes. The more likes you get, the more followers you get, the more money you make, right? That's how it works. The more people that like your post, the more people inquire about your product, the more money you make, right? This one, I got 1,212 likes. This one, 2,300 likes. This one, 27,000 likes. Right? One of my most recent posts on Instagram had 36,000. So every time someone likes your post, you can get paid money because you can retarget people that like your post, right? And this is how you get more followers. The more people that like your post, the more followers you get, right? And one thing I realized is if you put text in your picture on Instagram, you get more engagement, right? So also what I learned is I thought, wow, I can go from Instagram to the shop, Facebook to the shop, Instagram to the shop. And the best one right now, which recently turned into a social media platform, is LinkedIn, right? So this is my big aha moment. The more likes you get, the more followers you get, the more leads you get, the more income you make, period. I used to think social media was a joke, was for kids, right? But what I realized in 2018, I started taking it seriously. I started posting more, right? I started doing it in a more strategic way, which I'll teach you. And in 2018, you see, I got a spike in followers and I gained over 5 million people following me. And what happened? My followers increased and so did my income. In this month, I made £96,000. In this month, £151,000. In this month, £198,000. In this month, £437,000. That's almost like $1 million. Right? In a month. And I don't show you this to impress you. I show you this because it's possible. I'm nothing special. I'm just an everyday person, just like you and me. All right. So I'll be showing you some case studies as we go through this, but it doesn't mean that you're going to get rich overnight. You got to put in the work and you need consistency. So here's the big secret. The best known beats the best. Let me say that again. You don't have to be the best at something. You just have to be the best known, right? Beats the best. In fact, let me prove it to you. How many of you can make a better burger than McDonald's? Type in yes. Type in yes. If you can make a better burger than McDonald's, right? So you can all, I see a lot of yeses coming in. You can all make a better burger than McDonald's, but you don't make more money than McDonald's. Why? Because they're better known than you. If I was to go, da, 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 you would say, I'm living it, right? So why should you listen to me? You go, well, okay, John, I think social media is great, but what gives you the right to teach me this stuff? I have 5 million people that follow me on social media, and I did this in 3.5 years, right? So it's only recent I started doing this, right? I spent millions testing what you're about to learn. I'm the author of a book called Business Hack that sold thousands of copies worldwide. I've trained thousands of people all around the world. And last year I floated a company on the stock exchange with a valuation of 30 million euros. And how did I do that? I used social media and online, right? To raise all that money. I'll teach you how I did that. And now I train a lot of celebrities, public figures, and professional athletes. So this was me in Singapore with over 3,500 people. This was in London. Every time I run an event, I'm always sold out because I've created so much demand, right? If you want to create a brand, you must first create demand. Remember what Robert said, if you want to move to this side, that B is brand. But if you want to be branded, you need a lot of supply and demand, right? I was also featured on the front cover of Global Woman magazine because I helped a lot of female entrepreneurs become entrepreneurs. And recently I was featured in Forbes, right? I don't know if any of you have read my Forbes article, but if you haven't, you can go to Google, type in John Lee Forbes, and you can read my whole Forbes article, right? I was also featured in Edge magazine. I had a 4-page spread in that. And now I'm regularly on TV, radio, newspaper. And now I get to, really share this knowledge with people around the world and how I did this. I was also featured in Fortune 500 magazine. And this is when I did a book signing for about 500 people that took me about 3.5 hours. So I probably won't be doing that again. Also on Facebook now, I'm also verified. I've got a blue tick next to my name and I have over 2 million people on Facebook. By the way, if you ever get a message from John Lee that doesn't have a blue tick and doesn't have millions of followers, it's probably a fake account. When you get famous on social media, everyone tries to copy your account. So just be vigilant. This video here had over 10 million people. Imagine having 10 million people see your business. Do you think you're going to make some money? Of course, right? Because in YouTube and Facebook, you can get paid for every single view now. So who's this training for? If you want to master social media marketing, if you want to make passive income, if you want to turn your passion into a profit, if you have a business and you want to double your income, if you want more leads and sales, if you sell a service or a product, if you want to double or make an income on the side, maybe you don't have a business, but you want a side hustle. If you want to start a business, or maybe you just want more clients and sales, this is absolutely for you, right? This training, so make sure you stay all the way to the end because I've got something really special as well, right? It's not for people who want to get rich quick. It's not for people that don't want to do any work. It's not for people that don't want to invest in themselves. It's not for people that don't want to take action. It's definitely not for people who are closed-minded. You have to have an open mind, okay? You have to have an open mind, okay? So let me ask you all a question because as I go, because I'm live with you right now, I want you to type in, what do you sell? What products do you sell? What business do you want to start? What do you do for a living? And what I'll do is I'm going to take a screen grab of these just so I can go through this. I see food, services, real estate, education, promotional, tourism, health, what else? Beverages, tourism, websites, still exploring, financial services, skincare, real estate, networking. Well, there's too many. Stock trading. Someone just said, "Is this pre-recorded?" No, I'm live with you right now. If you don't believe me, it is now 4:12 a.m. in the UK, and I know you guys are out in Singapore time or Asia time. All right, so I've got a lot to work with here. Okay, so here's the 4 secrets. Right, the 4 secrets are: number 1, YouTube's monetization platform, right? You can upload a video to YouTube and every time someone plays that video, you get paid money. See, a lot of people are using social media as a consumer. Consumers spend money. Creator, we want to flip to a creator. Creators make money, right? Number 2 is using Facebook's dark posts. A lot of people post on Facebook to sell stuff, but guess what? The only people that see it are your friends, right? You do not want your friends to buy. You want buyers to buy. I'm going to show you how you can all find your buyers. Part 3, Instagram. So how to use Instagram's inbuilt features to monetize. And part 4 is LinkedIn's profit strategy. Some of the common myths are, well, John, I don't have anything to sell. Great news is you don't have to have anything to sell, right? You can sell other people's products. John, I'm not good with computers. If you can copy, paste, drag and drop, you qualify. Technology has advanced so much that you don't need to be good with computers. John, it's too late for social media. No, it's just starting. I'm too old for this. My oldest student is in Singapore. His name's Richard Tan, not the Richard Tan from Success Resources, another Richard Tan. So if he can do this, a lot of you can do this. Social media is for kids. It used to be, not anymore. Or I'm shy. I don't want to show my face. There's a way to do it without showing your face. And I'll prove this to you. So part 1, if you're ready for part 1, type in part 1 when you talk about passive income from YouTube. All right. So thank you, Inja, Gabriel, Nerd, John, Lil, Jessica, Mike, Fan, Roddy, Diana, Vera, Jocelyn, Arla, Catherine. Wow, there's so many of you. We have over 5,000 people in this training right now. Okay, so let's go to YouTube. So YouTube monetization. In fact, what I'll do, I'll bring that up just so I can see. There we go. So I'll bring this over here so I can see that. Right. So the first one is what we call the YouTube monetization. This is where you can upload a video to YouTube for free. Every time someone watches the video, you get paid money for it. How many of you watched the video before? Before the video plays, you see an advert. Raise your hand if you've ever done that before. Right. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So that's video monetization. Okay. Second one. So you can all upload a video tonight and start making money from YouTube. Also, ranking number 1 strategy. YouTube is now the 2nd biggest search engine in the world. So if I go to there and I type in your business real estate agent in Singapore, you don't show up, guess what? you're not, if you're invisible, no one's going to buy something from you. So you have to have visibility. Video funneling. The easiest way to make money on YouTube is create a video, and at the end of it, just say, if you want more information, go to my web shop, www. If thousands of people watch it and thousands of people go there to buy, you'll make money. And the last one is massive exposure hack. So some of you do skincare. You can literally take your video and place it on every single video to do with skincare on YouTube. So imagine you get millions of views. So the strategy is you have an online shop which can start in 10 minutes. And you use YouTube and you drive traffic to the shop and you divert the views to buy. That's it. So how does it work? So let's say I have 1,000 views here. I drive 100 people, 1,000 people go to my shop. So 1,000 people watch my video, 100 people buy the £100, right? If just 100 people buy, you make $10,000, right? This lady here put a video up, she had 6 million views almost, right? She would have made thousands of dollars just putting makeup tutorials up, right? Her sister, Michelle Fan, made $84 million. How? She has 700,000 people. When they watch a video, they go, oh, where'd you buy the lipstick from? And she says, buy my makeup sample. She has these little sacks of makeup. She has 700,000 people that pay her $10 a month. That's 7 million a month. That's 84 million a year, right? Just from YouTube. And this band here, they do cover songs, right? They've had 56 million views. They did a cover song by Payphone by Maroon 5. And at the end, you can click the link to go and buy their song. I was one of the people that bought this song. $1.29. That's what they sell it for. If they just 1% of people bought, that would have been $700,000, right? The other crazy thing about this is that Payphone isn't even their song. Who sings Payphone? Who sings Payphone? Type it in. Right? Maroon 5. Thank you, Esther. Thank you, Sanjay. Right? So one of my students came to me and said, John, I'd love for you to mentor and coach me, but I don't have a business. I said, are you passionate about something? He said, yes. I said, what are you passionate about? Playing the violin. Do you know he got 200,000 views just by playing the violin, and now people are buying his music for weddings. If you sell a physical product, like for example, the skipping rope, people go to YouTube to find products and things. You can take your physical product and place it underneath a video. So this RDX skipping rope, I bought the skipping rope for £12, 99 pence. This guy here teaches men's fashion, right? Basically the video is the secret to keeping your shirt tucked in all day. He's got these little elastic things. You put it in your shirt and it clips to your sock and it keeps your shirt tucked in all day. They're £3 each, right? And WordStream says that 2.35% of people that end up going to your website buy something. So let's do some calculations here. 1.8 million people saw that video. If 1% of people buy, that's 18,000 people that buy this little elastic thing for £3.15. That's £56,000 from a stupid little video. How many of you be okay with that? Type in okay. Type in okay. Right? Another thing as well, if you get lots of followers on YouTube, people pay you money to make videos. Check this out. This guy got paid 25 million from CNN just to do collaborations with him on his YouTube channel. That's what Robert was talking about, right? So I decided to give it a shot. I do real estate. So I made my first million by the age of 27 in real estate, right? How? Because I put a lot of videos on YouTube about real estate and it got 900,000 views, right? So if you type in John Lee Property, you'll see all of my real estate videos. Right? And you'll find me and people watch my video, and in your video, you can put a link to your shop. So I say, hey, click this button, go to my shop. So thousands of people see my video, they go to my shop and they click the buy now button, right? They put the credit card details in, click place order, and watch this. £27, £27, £27, £27, £27, £27, £27. I literally sold 87 units. I made £2,619 in 7 days, right? All of you can do this. Right? It's not rocket science. You just need to know step by step. You have to have the knowledge, right? Knowledge is power. And look at this. This video had 1.3 million views, 800,000 views, 400,000 views, 400,000 views, 200,000 views, 182,000 views. And not all my videos get 100. Some of my videos get 200 views or 5,000 views or 1,000 views, but all the views add up. It's compound effect. And literally when you get millions and millions and millions of views and you drive people to your shop, here's what happens. People are queuing up outside your shop waiting to buy something. And this is the key, right? I put this video up 9 years ago, right? Still till today, this video makes me money. The problem what I'm teaching right now is once you do this, you can't stop the money from coming in, which I think is great, right? Look at this. If you go to YouTube, type in how to invest in businesses. I'm on the first page. This is how I raised millions and millions and millions of pounds for my IPO. For those of you who just joined, I took my company public, right? This is how I did it, right? I raised millions of dollars because when people watch this video, they say, John, I've got $1 million to invest. Can you help me invest it? Or John, I want to buy property in London. Can I buy property in London with you? Yes, this is how I do this. John Lees, how many John Lees do you think there are in the world? There are millions and millions, not billions. Right? You know what people do now? You've got to have a digital footprint. Before people buy things, they search for you online. I mean, honestly, how many of you never heard me speak before and you thought, should I attend this training with John Lee? And then you did some research on me, you watched some of my YouTube videos and you thought, actually, this guy knows what he's talking about. And that's what led you to come on here. Type in yes if you did that. Gabrielle says yes. Nikki, Sandri, Chun, Christina, Jin, Wei. See, you all did that. So you need to be found online. Right? And the good thing about this, when you put a video on YouTube, guess what? Right? It shows up in Google if it's good. So you get 2 lots of exposure for free. And check this out. Right? The first year I did this, I made £76,000. I know it's not a lot of money, but I think it's a good start. If most of you can make £76,000, which is around $180,000 roughly, right? So the key here is you need to make sure that people can find you when they type in your product and service. But I know what you're thinking. But John, I don't have a business, right? Okay, how many of you are completely new? You've never done this before. Type in me. I've got a strategy for you, right? So Gabriel says me, Jeremy says me, Henry. Okay, this strategy is for all of you that are completely new. I truly believe that the amount of money that's in your bank account is in direct proportion to the people you've helped. So here's your strategy. You're going to sell other people's products for them and take a commission. Right? So for example, some of you on here do skincare, right? So I find someone who's got a skincare problem. I make a post on social media. Hey, who's got a skincare problem? I find you who's got the skincare solution and there's me in the middle. I do a deal with you. I bring them to the problem and there's me in the middle, right? And that's how I make money, right? So you can all just make posts on social media, find people who've got the problem and sell other people's products. And that's how you monetize. One of my students, Monica, she made 120,000 Swiss francs doing this. How? She has this protein powder. She makes posts on Instagram with protein pancakes. And people say, where do I get the protein powder from? They go to her website to buy it, right? My other student, Pavlina Pabaluka, right? She just interviews people and at the end says, by the way, if people want to learn more, where can they go? So she interviewed a guy called John DeMartini who does mindset. And she literally puts a promo. You click the link, you go to the shop and buy that person's product and she gets paid money. 14,000 people saw this interview and it's free to do this on YouTube. It doesn't cost any money. She made 120,000 in 18 months. And now because she put herself on YouTube, she's now branded. When you're branded, you can charge a lot more money. Now she charges for speaking engagements. She's in the newspaper, radio. Now I know what you're thinking. John, I don't have anything to sell. Look, Christmas is coming up soon and a lot of people buy things on Amazon. Okay. So you can all, if you don't have anything to sell, this is a fast way to make money. Go to Amazon Partners, become a partner. So let's say, for example, people say, you know, like, John, where do you buy your iPhone from? So I become a partner on Amazon. I give them my bank account details and everything Amazon sells, I can sell on their behalf. So I type in iPhone 11 Pro, I get a link, I copy this link and I paste this link, right, to my friend. They buy and I get paid money, right? That's exactly how this works, right? In fact, this phone, like I said, 72 million views by bending. I'm sure a lot of you can bend an iPhone and put it on YouTube. 72 million views, right? And every time someone buys, Amazon will pay you 5%. So in that case, I would have been paid £52 for doing nothing, right? So Christmas is coming up. Make sure you start using Amazon to monetize right now. Everyone's shopping online. This is your opportunity, okay? All right. So the conclusion is the more people you divert to your shop, the more income you make, period. By the way, because I'm very short on time, before a lot of you ask, I do have a course on this. It's a YouTube course. I won't talk about it now, but if you're interested, you can speak to the team at the end. All right. Okay. Part 2, right? Facebook monetization. So Facebook monetization. In fact, you know what I'm going to do at the end of this? I'm going to give someone at the end of this course for free. How many like to get this for free? Type in yes. Type in yes. Right? So make sure you stay all the way to the end and I'll tell you who's going to get it for free. Okay. Okay. Facebook part 2 is Facebook monetization. All right. So how do we use Facebook monetization? So we're going to use something called Facebook RLT strategy, right? RLT stands for relevant laser targeting, right? So that means when we make a post, we don't want to show our friends. We want to show it to our buyers. Okay. So I'll show you how we do that. You also need to get 10,000 followers in Facebook as well. Why? Because it takes 10,000 followers for people to take you seriously. Let me give you an example. When I was in Singapore, I'm walking down the street. I want to get some food, right? I see two restaurants. One has a queue of people. One is empty. So which one's got better food? The one with a queue of people, right? So in Singapore, I went to this place called Bootcamp. They do amazing food. This is before I became plant-based vegan. I was eating a lot of chicken rice, but they do amazing. And anyone know where Bootcamp is? Yeah, Dad says yes, Cheng says yes, Pian says yes, Samita. Yeah, a lot of you do know where that is, right? So it's the same. If people come to your shop and you've got 0 followers, people think that you're not good, right? So I'll teach you how to get a lot of followers. You also need massive lead generation. What that means is it's the easiest way to generate leads for your business. And also this year, Facebook is launching its Facebook supporter platform. So you don't even need a business right now. So that means at the end of this year, or the beginning of next year, people have to pay money to follow you. Facebook Pay just launched, right? Which means now you can buy things in Facebook with a Facebook button. And WhatsApp now is now launching a WhatsApp buy now button. So if you have WhatsApp, you can send people to WhatsApp with a buy now button and Facebook will collect the money for you. It's amazing. It's amazing, right? How to get recording, please. I don't believe there's a recording of this because I'm presenting this live, but maybe speak to Success Resources and maybe they'll be able to speak to you about that. So how do we create a ad, right? How do we create a dark post? Click on the top left-hand corner, click create an ad. And here's what you want to focus on, demographic targeting. One of my students came to me and I normally run a 3-day boot camp in the UK. And his name's Dennis. He came to say, John, I don't have a product. I have a service. How will your boot camp help me? I said, well, you're a wedding photographer, right? He said, yes. I said, let's find all the people that just got engaged. There are 99,000 people in the UK that just got engaged. So what does Dennis do? He makes a post and he only shows it to people who are getting married and they hire him as a wedding photographer. So you can type in anything into this. For example, entertainment. How many of you are Avengers fans, right? I'm a huge Avengers fan. Right? This film did $1.2 billion in the box office. How? They can target people in entertainment that love superhero movies. So these people who love superhero movies see the trailer for Avengers and they go and buy a ticket to watch the film. I bought 3 tickets to watch this film and I took all my friends, right? That's how they become they broke every single record in history, right? In the film industry. And when you get big on social media, you have celebrities that follow you as well. So this guy's name is Benedict Wong, one of the most humble actors, the most talented actors I've ever met. He was in a film called Doctor Strange, Avengers Infinity War, Avengers in Interstellar, Avengers Endgame. And he invited me for dinner to go for coffee to teach him about property investment, right? So that's because I was on Instagram. He found me on Instagram, right? Look at this. If you are a local restaurant, like this restaurant in London, they target everybody that loves desserts. You can target people who love Thai food, Japanese food, Western food, chicken rice. You can literally find anyone for anything in that little demographic targeting. Look at this. If you have an e-commerce store. So let's say I want to make money right now. I'm going to find a yoga store. If I don't have a business, I go find a yoga store that sells yoga pants and I make a post on YouTube. I show it to people that love yoga. 180 million people love that. They're going to go to the shop to buy and I take a commission. So if you don't have a business, that's one strategy you can use. So when you do this, you start showing up in people's news feeds, right? You click the sponsor, then you start, they click, they remember you get the awareness, they inquire, and now they have a conversation. That's how you make money. That's how this works. You can all do that. Just showing you exactly how to do this, right? That's how I got over 10 million people reached on this video and got 44,000 people shared this. Why? Because when I made this post, I only showed it to people that love motivation. And that's why they shared it. And that's how I got over 2.2 million people following me on Facebook, right? So if you go to my Facebook page now, you click become a supporter and then it charges you £3.49, right? So imagine if all of you, right, that's why you need to get followers, right? Start doing this now. Because if you can get 1,000 followers that pay you $5 a month, that's 19 followers a week, you make 5,000. How many of you think you can just get 19 followers a week typing yes? Typing yes. Right? That's pure passive income. You know, one of my students out in Singapore, his name's Mark Leong, and I showed him some of these strategies. And he said, if you want to grow your business and brand to earn more income, then John is the guy you need to learn from. He's the real deal. 1 year after John's coaching, I did $1.5 million. How? Step 1, I showed him how to get a lot of followers. He's got 150,000 followers. His business is juicing. He teaches people how to juice to lose weight. And how do you get more followers? By doing a Facebook Live. Facebook Live has a lot of reach and it'll give you a lot of followers. Step 2, I showed them how to make content go viral. There are 3 types of content you ever post on social media: viral content, branded content, or sales content. Only 3, right? So I taught him this. One of the best ways to get your content to go viral is a strong title. Cheap, fast, and fake. That was his title. He had 13,000 likes, 16,000 shares, 2.3 million views. That's why he made $1.5 million, because he had a lot of exposure now. He had a brand online. One of my other students, she gave birth and she didn't want to go back to work. And before she met me, she had 238 followers. After she attended my training program, she had 67,000 followers. And she teaches women now how to give birth, hypnobirthing, right? Without any pain. My other student, Skip, he does yoga. He's got 6,000 followers, right? Every day he does a Facebook Live and he sends people on WhatsApp, right? So look, I bought some of his stuff here, right? So he sells supplements. Said, hey, if you want to buy my superfood, click here. So literally, you don't even need a website now. If you've got WhatsApp and Facebook, you can make money. So I send him my credit card details on WhatsApp and he makes money. He makes thousands and thousands of dollars selling a physical product. All right. How many of you heard of this guy, Jay Shetty? Type in yes. Type in yes if you heard of Jay Shetty. One of the other ways to get he's got 30 million followers. One of the other ways to sell a lot of your products is to do a social media collaboration. So I had 100,000 views in 19 hours and I had so much, thousands and thousands of dollars worth of sales because I had 30 million people see go out to his audience, right? So the opportunity for all of you right now who do not have a business is to become a social media agency. People will pay you $2,000 a month or pounds to manage their Facebook. So if you want to make 10,000, you just need 5 clients. That's it, right? All you got to do is find business owners who want more customers. One of my other students out in Singapore, her name is Pam Siao, right? So she made $1.3 million sing in 12 months. How? This is before she met me. This is after I finished with her, right? No, not like that. She's now become the celebrity, the superstar. She's in the Reader's Digest, in the radio. And look, all the things I'm teaching now, I've proven, tried, and tested. In fact, in one account, I spent over $2 million in one of my Facebook accounts testing this stuff so you don't have to go and spend millions of dollars, right? And in fact, before you ask, I do have a Facebook course as well. I won't talk about it now, but maybe at the end. How many would like to get this for free? Type in yes. Type in yes. Ben says, I'm 62. Can I still do this? Yes, my oldest student is 75 years old, right? So if he can do this, a lot of you can do this. So make sure you stay to the end and I'll tell you how many people can get this. And I'll pick someone, all right? Okay, part 3 is Instagram profits, right? Instagram profits. So Instagram profits is there's 4 strategies here, right? Number 1, getting the follower strategy. A lot of people do this the wrong way. The algorithm has changed on Instagram now. A lot of people go to a page, say like my page. You see, oh, by the way, my Facebook, if you go to my Instagram, it's got a blue tick next to it, right? So that's the official. If you ever get a John Lee messaging you that doesn't have a blue tick, that doesn't have millions of followers, it's probably a fake account, all right? So a lot of people, they go to an account and they click the follow button. Don't just do that. There's 3 other steps. Because because you follow somebody doesn't mean that someone's going to see your post, right? If you want to get lots of followers, your post has to have a lot of engagement. And if you follow somebody or someone follows you, but they don't see your post, no one's going to engage. So you have to, when you click the blue button turns white. Then we click the white button, you get this pop-up. We click manage notifications. You click manage notifications and you turn on feed, story, and post. When you do this, when you make a post, all of your followers will be notified, right? And then in the first hour, when it gets a lot of engagement, it'll get pushed into the Instagram Explorer where millions of people will see your post, therefore giving you likes, followers, and that's how you make money, right? So that's the follower strategy. The second strategy is the influencer strategy, right? So if you get followers, you can now get paid to make a post, right? And I'll show you that in a second. The bio link strategy, there's 3 types of accounts, right? Personal, business, and creator account. So you need to change your personal account to a business account because you can put a link to drive people to your shop to buy. So if you have 1 million followers, you make a post, millions of people can go to your shop and buy something. And also the collaboration strategy. Now, a lot of you go, well, John, it's okay for you. You have millions of followers. Well, if you scroll back to my first Instagram post, I only have 12 likes. So I'm going to show you how in 1 year, I got over 1 million followers. How many of you like to see that strategy? Type in 1M. Type in 1M. Okay. Okay, a lot of John, Tony, Veronica, Helen. Okay, good. So step one, you find an account that has over 1 million followers. Why? Accounts that have over 1 million followers are under pressure to create content. So I literally found this account. I sent a message saying, hey, I'll create content for you for free, but if you post it, you got to put my page in your description. He did. I got 3,500 followers. I did the same again to this guy. I got 3,500 followers. I did the same again with this page. I got 2,500 followers. I literally got 10,000 followers overnight for free. This strategy I'm teaching right now is free. You can all do this right now, right? And when you turn it to a business account, you can put a URL there. So in your bio, you can put a link in there, right? When they click that link, they can go to your shop and buy. But why do you need to get lots of followers? One of the best ways to make money on Instagram is Instagram story. Look at this. I did an Instagram story. I had 100,000 people see this Instagram story. I did a swipe up to go to my shop. So my johnleeproducts.com shop. They click there, they go to my shop and they buy my courses between 500 and £1,000. That's how I make a lot of money. This is a digital asset, right? I have an online business, it's a digital asset, but I use social media to drive it there. Jay Shetty, another way to make money on Instagram is Instagram Live. He's got 10,000 people that watch him. He just became a New York Times best-selling author. How? He says to these 10,000 people, go and buy my book, and thousands of people go and buy the book, right? This person does Pilates. So she does Pilates, and now she sells her Pilates clothes and Pilates mats. One of my other friends does Pilates. He's created an online membership site, right? He does these Facebook Lives and Instagram Lives. He records them, and he's got 7,000 people that buy the recordings for £3 per month. He's making over 20,000 a month just by doing Pilates, right? The times have changed, my friends. People are stuck at home. They want to make money on, learn things, and they're shopping online, right? Instagrammers, they get paid 20,000 per post. Julie, 10,000 per post. Amy Song, 9,000 per sponsored Instagram post. Huda Kattan, 18,000 per post, right? Cristiano Ronaldo, $356,000 for one post. He probably makes more money on Instagram than he does playing football. Kardashians, $500,000 a post. John Lee, I charge £10,000 for one post. And when you become an influencer, you get things for free as well. So I got this suit for free in exchange for a post. So I got this company, 500,000 views, 33,000 likes, 8,668 profile visits. So they see my post, they go to their page to order a suit. That's how they make a lot of money. And when you get big on social media, you get invited to some cool parties. So this is John Legend. This is Chris Tucker. It's in a film with Jackie Chan in Rush Hour. This is Naomi Campbell, myself. This is Lewis Hamilton. He's a racing car driver. He just got the podium record, and he did his 7th season and win. This is Orlando Bloom. So he was in a film. He's in Orlando. What is it? Pirates of the Caribbean, Hobbit. But the person who introduced me to Orlando Bloom was Leonardo DiCaprio. Right. So because you're on social media, you get invited to some cool parties. My hero is this guy, Sylvester Stallone. You know, he invested all his money just so he can make a film. He was homeless. He had to sell his dog just so he could live to make this film. One thing I learned from Sylvester Stallone is that if you want to achieve your dream, you must invest in your dream. Everyone type in the word invest in your dream. Josie says Lord of the Rings. Yeah, that's right. Lord of the Rings. Yeah, that's amazing. Amazing film. All right. Now, a lot of you thinking, well, John, I don't have millions of followers. I get it, but I've got some good news. If you download this software called tribegroup.co, you can link this with your Instagram, and now you can charge between $100 and $200 per post, right? So you can all do that. One of my students did this, and she's made $100,000 in 6 months doing this. She's got over 50,000 followers on Instagram now. And by the way, I do have a course on this. It's an Instagram course. It's $607 US. But at the end, maybe I can give this for free to somebody. You like this for free? Type in yes. So stay to the end. All right. Okay. Part 4. This is the most powerful one. This one's when you get a lot of organic reach for free. LinkedIn. LinkedIn used to be a CV platform, but now it's got so many powerful strategies like in-mail ads, text ads, sponsored ads, massive list acquisition, right? So for example, again, like I told you, last year, I listed a company on the stock exchange. I did my first IPO, and had a valuation of 30 million euros. And look at this. I now get targeted for investment opportunities. So on LinkedIn, you can now target people based on the job title, because it used to be a CV. Now it's not. How do you do that? You click on advertise up here, right? Once you click on advertise, you can drive people to your website, right? And you can send a message if you want. But what you want to do, there's a setting that says job experience. So for example, I charge £5,000 to £6,000 an hour to work with CEOs. How to take their company public, or to do leadership skills, or to take their, to do public speaking skills, right? So how do I find all the CEOs? I click CEO, right? And there are 150,000 CEOs in the United Kingdom. So I've got direct access to them. So when I click this button, launch campaign, it sends thousands of messages to CEOs, right? And I get messages back saying, oh my God, that's amazing. Wow, where can I buy? Can we set up a meeting to talk about this? That's exactly what I need right now, right? So we find the key here to success, right, is there's 3 steps to success in business. Number 1, find your ideal client. Number 2, have an amazing offer. Number 3, over deliver, right? If you can do that, you'll make a lot of money. I taught this to one of my students, Andreas Kizomiz, and he said to me, John, I'm shy. I don't want to show my face. I don't like social media. I said, Andreas, do as I tell you to do. And, he made 150,000 in the first year. So what I said to him, I said, you don't have to show your face. Instead, show your work. And he did. He does all these events with lighting. He put literally his lighting up, and check this out, right? He had one couple, a Russian couple, that contacted him and said, I just saw the lighting for this event. Can you make my wedding like that? He got paid 80,000 euros just for doing that, right? And last year he just made his first million, which I think is amazing, because now he's got massive exposure. Because he said to me, John, I call up CEOs, but they never return my call. I said, that's because because you're not getting direct access to them. If you use LinkedIn, you get direct access to the people that you want. It's amazing. And again, I do have a course on this, LinkedIn Mastery. I don't have time to talk about it now, but if you're interested, you can speak to the team, or at the end of this, someone's going to get this for free. All right. So make sure you stay to the end. So now let me give you the big blueprint. Here's the blueprint, right? YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, we drive that traffic to the shop. I've not even talked about Google yet. Do you know, all of you, there's a hack where you can get when someone types in your business, like skincare, real estate, accountant, personal trainer, life coach, when you click that, they can go to your shop and they can buy something straight away, right? TikTok gives free exposure. You should all be on TikTok right now. If you have 0 followers, your video can have millions of views. So TikTok and LinkedIn give a lot of free exposure, right? And that's how you make money. You drive all that traffic to your shop to buy. And basically now you have software where you can automate it. So now you put all your posts, you click a button and it automatically makes posts for you. My goal for all of you is to make 50 sales at $100, right? So if you can make 50 sales at $100, that makes you $5,000 a month US, right? You only need to get 2 sales. How many of you think you can get 2 sales a day with the right training and the right commitment? Type in yes. Type in yes. All right. Okay. So that's why I said stay to the end. So I'm going to show you exactly how we can do this. So the 4 parts of this is using YouTube's monetization, right? Using Facebook's dark post, using Instagram's inbuilt features, right? Like Instagram Live and swipe ups, and using LinkedIn's profit strategy. So why do people never make it then? Well, first of all, they're trading time for money, right? They are working hard for money. Money's not working hard for them. People say, well, John, it sounds too good to be true. Well, so people don't even try, right? People say, well, they don't have the specialized knowledge. You got to have the knowledge. And a lot of people are using social media as a consumer. Do you know most people spend about 4 to 5 hours on the phone a day during lockdown, right? So if that's where all the eyeballs are, that's where your business needs to be, right? And if you don't have a business, remember, you can sell other people's products for them and make money from that. And a lot of this stuff's not taught in school, right? So what's your BS? What does BS stand for, please? No, not bullshit. Belief systems. What is your belief system? People say, well, John, I don't have time. Look, I have 24 hours in a day and so do you. We both have the same hours in a day. So don't say you don't have time. I believe that something, if it's important to you enough, you'll make time, right? John, I don't have the money. There's never a lack of resources, only a lack of resourcefulness, right? You'll find the money if you're really committed, right? John, I don't know how. Do you know Richard Tan from Success Resources? You know, I've known Richard for over a decade now, right? And he taught me this, learn. Everyone type in this word learn, L-E-A-R-N, right? If you don't know how, you must learn before you earn, right? If you take off the L, it spells earn. If you do not learn, you cannot earn. So if you're not making money right now, it's because you're not learning. You must upgrade your skill. Remember what Robert Kiyosaki said, right? A lot of homeless people have a mobile phone, but they don't know how to monetize it. This is the key. That's what I'm giving you right now, right? A lot of you say, well, John, I already know this. If you already know this, but you don't do it, guess what? You don't know it, right? Well, John, I don't know how to start. Well, if you don't know how to start, right? When's the best time to start, right? No, 10 years ago. When's the next best time? Now, during COVID, it's the opportunity. First of all, it's COVID, so it's best to start now because everyone's online. More and more people using the internet. It's coming towards the end of the year, which means everyone's online shopping for Christmas. This is your time to make money, right? If you don't make money now, it'll be harder to make it, right? And also coming into 2021, success is when preparation meets the opportunity, right? You've got to have the knowledge now prepared for 2021. Okay, so there's 4 things you need. Number 1, you need specialized knowledge. So for example, if I come into this, all right? So for example, Celine, Jeremy, you got a website. Seal, you do food. Julie, you do health and wellness. Melvin, you do education. Utam, you do social media marketing. Richard, you do real estate, right? We've got food, clothing brand, soft lenses, promotional bags, real estate, copywriting, tourism, Suad. Malene says e-loading or e-learning. Franklin says health, right? So a lot of you do a lot of different things, but the specialized knowledge, you need implementation. So if you sell a product, you need a different implementation to a service. If you have no business, then you have to have another implementation strategy, right? You need a strategy and a plan to be, to be able to do this. And also you have to have a strong why, right? I can tell you, like when I started this, my strong why was being able to help the next generation. I made my first million in real estate by using all these strategies I'm showing you right now, because I was able to go to the internet to find cheap property deals. And I thought, why don't people know this? So I made it my mission to build some schools, right? So I built my first school out in a place called Kakamega in Kenya. And this school now houses 343 orphans learning things you guys are learning now. I mean, wouldn't you much like, what would you rather do? Make money or make an impact? Make money or make an impact? Well, why can't we do both, right? So Nash, you've got a jewelry business. You can absolutely do this. Why can't we do both, right? Now, let me tell you this. Imagine right now, you have the ability to make money. So you can make an impact. Like, when India got locked down, a lot of people that follow me are from, Southeast Asia and India, right? So we ran this event, we raised all this money and we got all these food bags. And when they were locked down, we got all these food bags delivered to, all these people in India. And when I got this message, it really brought a tear to my eye. Do you know one thing that's much better than making money is making an impact with that money? How many of you agree? Type and agree. Type and agree. Come on, I want to see you. Right? So Franklin, Frazilla, Luzum, Joseph, Franklin, James. Wow, so many comments coming in, right? This is what I want for all of you, right? And also as well to give back to the next generation. Like my kids, if I'm successful, guess what? My kids will be successful because I can pass that knowledge down to them. Right? So I want you to give your kids the best education as well. Like I'm sending my kids to schools where prime ministers, CEOs, bankers go. So now when she grows up, she's going to have a network to support her in life, right? The definition of hell on earth is meeting the person that you could have been. I truly believe that life is by design. You design the life how you want it. So for me, I love to travel around the world, right? I love to travel first class, business class, 5-star hotels, eating the best restaurants. Every month, I'll travel to an exotic location. And what I want is I want for all of you to really do things for other people. Like you've got an opportunity now to do what you want to do. Like for me, my big why was my mom. Right? I always want my mom to be proud of me. I always want my mom to Chinese people, we're emotionally constipated. We don't show emotion. You do something wrong, you get a slap. You do something right, they say nothing. You just go, right? And remember, I said to my mom, what's your dream? He said, I don't know. I want you to be, no, mom, forget about me. What's your dream? He said, well, I'd love to travel the world. And that became my why. I didn't see my parents at the age of 11 years old because they were working so much in the Chinese takeaway. And now I'm very blessed to be traveling around the world, and I take my mum, traveling around the world. I remember the first time I took my mum traveling around the world, first class, she sits there and she puts all the bags and she sits there and she goes, zzz, she starts playing with the I said, Mum, stop being a newbie. 2 seconds later, she takes a photo and starts doing this. Why do Asians do this? I have no idea. All right. But the plane takes off and we're about half an hour into the journey. You know what happens? I look over at my mum and she's still playing with all the little gadgets. She's still drinking a juice. And I look over at her and for a split second, she looks up at me and she just smiles. Do you know that moment? She didn't have to say anything, but I knew that she was proud of her son. And I tell you this story because we will do far more for other people than we'll ever do for ourselves. So if you're sitting there thinking, I don't want to do this for the people. I promise you, you will get a lot more success from that. All right. And so that's what I ended up doing. I started really, making a huge impact to, my family and my mum and just seeing this grin. And, my mum only wanted two things. Number one, go to Canada to go to see Niagara Falls. Number two, go to Las Vegas and see Celine Dion in concert. All the way through this concert, I was looking at my mum and she had this massive grin on her face. That's when I truly knew that she was proud of me. And now I'm designing my own lifestyle like I like it. I mean, seriously, wouldn't you much rather be on a beach right now, making an impact and making money at the same time? Type in yes. By the way, thank you for all the lovely messages. I so appreciate it. Thank you so much. So Judy, Monica, Cheryl, all of you would. So my question I have for all of you is, what's your why? What's your juice? What's going to get you up every single morning with purpose? What got me up at 2 a.m. in the morning? Because I've got a powerful message and a mission and purpose that I live by every single day to make an impact to people's lives. That's what I do, right? Well, who are you going to learn from? Who's going to be your mentor? I get so many messages saying, John, can you mentor me? Well, I can, but I'm really expensive. I charge £15,000 a day. An hour, I do 1 hour, I charge £5,000 an hour for a consultation. My live physical events in the UK are £2,000, which is around $4,000. My online courses are £500 to £1,000. But do you know, I've known Richard and Veronica for a very, very long time, and they've really impacted my life. And I wouldn't be here if it wouldn't have been for Success Resources. I attended my first Success Resources UPW many, many years ago. And I got the mindset to be able to succeed. And Richard and Veronica have kind of been like a mentor to me. And Nikki as well. Nikki, bless her. She's the one who gave me this opportunity to be a part of this community. And I just wanted to give back. So I'd like to do something really, really special for you. So how many like to do something very, very special for you? Type in special. Type in special. Type in special. All right. So before I tell you why, before I tell you what I created, let me tell you why I created it. First of all, I've been doing this for over 10 years. I don't want it to take you 10 years, right? And I've made a lot of mistakes. I don't want you to make a lot of mistakes because mistakes can cost money. I'm also looking for business partners. So I see a lot of you from Southeast Asia. I think Southeast Asia is a booming market. And I want a lot of business partners there. And also most people do it the wrong way. And I want to help people shortcut that entire process. And my mission, like I said, is to empower the next generation. So there's over 5,000 people watching right now. So if I can empower your lives, you can touch 5,000 of your kids' lives, right? And the next generation. And that's why we decided to create the Social Media and Business Bootcamp. This is a 3-day live virtual bootcamp. And it's normally $3,661 US. We're not going to charge you that because I appreciate COVID has put people in a challenging situation. So let me tell you a little bit about that. I'll give you the dates in a second. But this bootcamp is all about how to get more social media followers, how to replace your income, how to get more leads and sales, how to build a strong online brand. Remember, Robert Kiyosaki talked about building a brand. You need to do that. How to create an online business. How to create a system on autopilot to work from anywhere in the world. How many of you like to create something once, set it and forget it, and for it to pay you forever? Type in yes. Right? That's what I'm going to teach you on this bootcamp. Right? I'm going to also teach you how to make $1 million, a step-by-step plan on how to do that. And I'll show you exactly what to do step by step, even if you've got zero experience, if you've never done this before. I don't care how old you are, how no newbie you are, you can do this. I'll teach you step by step. Right? And also the goal is to be able to generate sales at will. All right. So there's 4 components I teach in the 3 days. The first one is called digital income. So I give you 10 different business models. If you don't have a business, you just pick one business. I've tested all these 10 business models that make money and you just pick one. I'm going to teach you also how to create passive income products. If you have nothing to sell, I'll teach you how to create it, right? So if you don't have your own products, you can also sell other people's products. I'll teach you how to research the demand. So how do I research that market? You're going to know exactly how much money you make before you even start, right? How to create $1 million plan, right? So I'll teach you how to do that, and also how to build out lead magnets. So instead of you having to knock on doors, everybody's knocking on your door for business. Component number 2 is cash on demand. So how to build out digital assets, build high quality videos, leveraging profitable webinars, building communities and tribes. Community is now the new currency. And how I build a list of 250,000 people. Imagine right now you have 250,000 people, you want to sell something, you send an email and bang, all these people buy. That's how Alibaba made $56 billion in 23 hours. They have a massive database of billions of people, all right? Third component is social media monetization. How do I use Facebook to find my buyers? How do I use Instagram to do the monetization to get over 100,000 followers? How do I use YouTube to get the massive exposure? How do you use those 7 different content marketing, putting content out there, right? How to get on the first page of Google in 24 hours, right? Component number 4 is sales machine automation. How do we use LinkedIn? How do we build out our sales machine? A lot of people they've done social media marketing, but how do you monetize? The missing part of the jigsaw puzzle is your conversion sequence. That missing part and that question mark is your sales machine. I teach you how to build that step by step. The 7 to 11 method. It takes 7 to 11 attempts for someone to buy your products and service. Boomerang marketing strategy. If you want to sell something here, you must sell the thing before it in order for people to buy it. And also getting income automation. This picture you see here was taken in Bali. One of the most magical moments for me, because all my life I've been working because I never get to see my parents. I said to myself, I never want to grow up not seeing my kids. And now I remember standing here with my daughter in Bali, watching the sunset. My phone kept vibrating. Why? I did a launch on social media. Every time I get a sale, my phone vibrates, right? And it was a magical moment for me to know that I have true financial freedom. And that's what I want for all of you. Isn't that what we want? We don't just want money. We want happiness. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yeah. So the virtual bootcamp is taught by me personally. You're going to learn digital income, cash on demand, social media income, and sales machine automation. The total value is $3,661 US. We're not going to charge you that, like we said. And then what I'm also going to do, I'm going to do something even better for you as well. Everybody who enrolls into the bootcamp, I'll give you $4,865 in value. Remember I said everyone, I'm going to pick somebody who gets this for free. Here's what I'm going to do. Everybody who enrolls into the program will get the Facebook course for free. All right. It's only $851. It's going to teach you how to get targeted buyers, build a big list of people, get recurring income through groups, how to use and find your targeted buyers, how to make passive income from YouTube. You all get this for free once you enroll into the program. Okay. Okay. Bonus number 2 is YouTube domination. It's only $1,200. It's going to teach you how to get thousands of views, being on the first page of YouTube, finding your targeted buyers and channels, right? Getting leads for free, right? Getting instant brand exposure. Remember what I said to you, right? Someone's going to get this for free. Everybody who enrolls into the 3-day bootcamp, I'm going to give you this for free, right? It's only $1,200, right? The Instagram, right? Bonus number 3, how the fastest way to get real followers who engage, generating instant inquiries, getting more engagement, video viral hacks. My videos get between 50 to 100,000 views. This course teaches you how to do that on average, right? It's going to teach you how to use Instagram stories to make sales. And how do you get someone who's got 1 million followers to actually promote your work, right? So this course teaches you how to do that. Everyone who registers for the bootcamp gets this for free, all right? Bonus number 4 is LinkedIn. How do we use LinkedIn? How do we use video viral marketing? How do you connect with anyone you like? How do you get fast, instant partnerships? How do you use collaboration partnerships, right? So LinkedIn is only $973 US. Again, you all get this for free for those of you who enroll into the program, right? So you got to enroll into the 3-day to be able to get access to this. Bonus number 5, and this is my best one. You heard about Robert talking about wealth creation, right? The rich don't work for money. Like I have a multi-million-pound property portfolio. I have 7.5 million shares in a company at the value of currently €1.85, right? So bonus number 5 is normally $1,200. It's going to teach you how to multiply your money. So once you've made money in social media or your business or your side hustle, we're going to invest it in assets. We're going to make money work hard for us. We're going to invest in income producing assets so we don't have to work for money again. We're going to high ROI. And now we can go from financial freedom to wealthy, right? So all of you who enroll into the program will get this course for free. And it's the best course for investing, right? So the offer that we've given, that we're going to do for you, you get a 3-day bootcamp. We cover digital income, cash demand, social media income, sales machine automation. You get the 5 bonuses: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, investment profits. The total value is $8,526 US. How many would like to do something very special for you? Type in special. Type in special. So Grace, special, 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 special. Joanne, Frad, Maud, Parsi, Elaine. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Everybody who registers now, you can get everything we've talked about for just $997 US plus the VAT, right? So that's for everything we've talked about, you know, and it's normally $8,500. You can buy everything separately, but today's special offer, because, you know, you guys have made the commitment to come on here, it's just gonna be $997 US plus the VAT, right? So what now? You may be thinking, John, is this worth it? Well, listen, what if all this did was just replace your salary? Would it be worth $997 US? I think it would. What if all this did was just allow you to, like, if you have a business, to double the amount of customers? Like, if all I did was double the amount of customers that you get right now, right? So instead of making 100,000, you make 200,000. Would it be worth $997 US? I definitely think it would. What if, for those of you who have no business right now, you got fired from your job, you want to create something on the side? What if all this did was just allow you to start a business online using social media where you can work from anywhere in the world? Would it be worth $997? I definitely think it definitely would, right? What if you could just get thousands of people following you? Or what if you just create a strong brand? Remember what Robert said, building a brand. What if you never had to spend money on marketing ever again? Would it be worth $997 US? I definitely think it definitely would. And in fact, Charles, my student, he made $1 million in 12 months. How? Right? And if you don't believe me, he sent a screen grab of his bank account, broke $1 million in the bank. Thanks, bro, for everything. I put, it's a pleasure. You're a good student. Look at that. A screen grab of his bank account with over $1 million in there, right? But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something even better for you. I'm going to do something crazy. Here's why. COVID has hit for the second time in the UK, and a lot of businesses are in trouble, right? So, and it's affected a lot of people. A lot of people have been made redundant and they're being retrenched or lost their jobs. So I'm going to do something even better, make it even better. I'm going to do something crazy. How many like to do something crazy for you? Type in crazy, type in crazy, type in crazy, right? So Ashley, Alma, Sarah, crazy. Here's what I'm going to do, right? Because of COVID and because I've known Rich and Veronica, and because Rich and Veronica and Nikki and Success Source has made a big impact to my life, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have financial freedom or the life that I've desired if it hadn't been for Success Resources. So this is my way of giving back to their community. So everybody who registers now, but I can't do this for everybody. So it's only for the first 30 people, and you'll see why in a second. So for the first 30 people that register right now, right, you're going to get everything we've just talked about for just $397 plus the VAT. So if you want to do this, you need to go to www.sr-event.com/JL. Right? JL. So if you want to get this offer, go to that URL right now. I'll get the team to put the link into the chat box. Click that link and get registered. What I'm also going to do, I'm also going to give you 100% money back guarantee. How does this 100% money back guarantee work? If you don't make back at least 10 times your investment, 1 year after the training, I'll give you all your money back. I don't mind doing that because I know my stuff works. But you must prove you've taken action, and you must prove that you've gone through all the training and implemented everything that I've taught. Right? Again, like I said, I don't mind doing that because I know my stuff works. I'm also going to give you another way to get 100% of your course fee back. Once you've attended the bootcamp, you can refer 2 people to the bootcamp. And if you refer 2 people to my bootcamp, once you've graduated from the bootcamp, you'll also get 100% of your course fee back as well, right? So that's another way to get all your money back. Remember, the reason why I said it's for the first 30 of you right now, right? Because I'm out to do something even better for the first 30 people that enroll right now. So for the first 30 people who enroll right now, I'm going to give you 3 additional bonuses. And this is valued at over $12,703, right? So if you want this, you need to go to www.sr-event.com/JL. The team have put the link into the chat box, but this is only for the first 30 people. And when I say this, it'll be sold out really quick. So go there now and get this. The first 30 people that enroll right now will get a one-to-one group mentoring session with me personally, right? So I normally charge £5,000 an hour, right? So for the first 30, that's why we have over 5,000 people on this training. I cannot do it for 5,000 people. I can only do it for the first 30 people that get in, right? So if you guys want to come in, just type in I'm in, and I'll give you guys a shout out. Okay. So it's $6,108, just, and it will happen 3 months after the event. So 30 people would jump on a one-to-one group session with me. It will last 2 to 4 hours. And if you have a business, I'll teach you how to take the business to the next level. If you don't have a business, I'll give you a business model to be able to take it to the next level. And also as well, if you have no idea what you want to do, I'll give you some ideas on how to do that. And that's when you get direct access to me on a one-to-one basis in a group of 30 people, right? If you send a message to me on Facebook, on Instagram, or social media, if you send me an email, you'll never get a reply. I have thousands and thousands. I have 5 million followers and thousands of messages come in, so it'll never get through. This is probably the only way you can talk to me directly in this one-to-one group mentoring session. All right. So 30 people, the first 30 people, you get this. I see a lot of people have already come in already. All right. Fast action bonus number 2, right? This is called 10,000 followers in 7 days. First 30 people that register, you also can get this course. It's going to give you 10,000 followers on Facebook in literally 7 days. Right. So I said 30, it's 7 days. So imagine before you even attend the boot camp, you'll have 10,000 followers. And if just 1% of those or 10% of those people buy, right? So if you do like 10,000 people, right? Even if 1% buy, that's 100 people. If you sell something for $100, you make 10,000. So this course is really precious to me. I figured it out. I spent $1 million testing this stuff, and I know the exact way to do it. So first 30 people get this course as well. Fast action bonus number 3 is user content, how to create content. It's normally $1,000. It's going to teach you how to create content and do content marketing for free, right? So remember that video where I got over 10 million people reached? This video, this course will teach you how I did that, how to do viral marketing, how to do brand marketing, how to do sales marketing, right? To get free marketing, it's normally $1,000. But you're going to get this course for free for the first 30 people. By the way, I don't know if any of you recognize this guy. His name is Jimmy Choo. He's a very famous shoe designer. Right? If you go to Orchard Road, if you go to Pavilion, and you'll see a Jimmy Choo shop. He's the famous shoe designer. When I was in Malaysia, I got a personal phone call from the Jimmy Choo, and he invited me to his house with him and his team on many occasions to teach them how to use social media. Right? So if it's good enough for Jimmy Choo, it's good enough for all of you. Right? So who's this training for? Right? The boot camp is for people. If you're a complete beginner or an expert, it's for you. If you want results fast, it's for you. All right. If you want to get sales and leads, if you want to create time freedom, location freedom, financial freedom, it's absolutely for you. If you sell a product, if you want more followers or a service, you sell a service. If you put content, but you don't get any engagement. If you're a speaker, you're an author, you're a content creator. If you're a coach or a consultant, if you're a local business, if you do multi-level marketing, you have to attend this program. It's absolutely for you. Right? If you want results once and for all, and if you want to make passive income, it's absolutely for you. So the offer is, you can spend a 3-day bootcamp with me, virtual bootcamp. We present on Zoom. It's presented by me personally. We're going to cover digital income, cash on demand, social media income, sales machine automation. You'll get the 5 bonuses straight away for everybody that registers: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, investment profits. The first 30 people that register will get the group coaching, and the first 30 people will get the 10. Actually, you know what I'll do? Everyone who registers now will also get the 10,000 followers course, and they'll also get the content marketing course, right? I can't do that for the group coaching because I just simply don't have time. I can only do it for the first 30 people. But everyone that registers now will get all of the bonus: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, investment profits, and the 10,000 followers course, and the content marketing. Total value is $16,889 US, and you get everything we've talked about, just $397 US plus a VAT. Don't forget, there's also a 100% money back guarantee. And also, if you refer 2 people to the event, you also get 100% of your course fee back as well. So if you'd like to do this, go to www.sr-event.com/JL. So once you do that, you go to the URL, you put your details in here, right? And then you can enroll into the program. So I will warn you though, because this year is one of the first times I've offered this to the Success Resources audience. The prices they will go up. So if you book after this webinar, you'll have to pay the full price and you won't get any of the bonuses. Some of the questions that you have is, well, John, what if I don't have a business? Well, if you don't have a business, don't worry, right? I give you 10 business models. You're just going to choose one. I've taken complete beginners who have no experience in how to do this, and they've got some great results. So you just pick one of the 10 business models. John, I sell products. Is this course right for me? Yes. If you sell products, services, if you don't have any products, I'll teach you how to create the products, or we sell other people's products. I'm not good with computers. Will I be able to implement this on the course? Yes. If you can copy, paste, drag and drop, you can do this. Like I said, my oldest student is 75 years old. He's based out in Singapore. All right. I'm not good with social media. I feel I'm too old for this. Like I said, you can do this because if you can, technology's got so easy now that you can do this. And I'll teach you step by step. I'll teach the strategy on the bootcamp. I'll demo the strategy, and then I'll prove the strategy as well. All right. I have a business, but I'm not getting enough customers. Well, yeah, because when you do this program, it's going to give you a lot of awareness, a lot of eyeballs. So people, if millions of people see you, they'll come to your shop and start buying things from you. They start inquiring. Like if you're invisible, it's like having a voice like Mariah Carey, but no one's ever heard you sing before. Right? I'm too busy with my business. Will this course help? Yes, because it's going to teach you step by step how to create an additional income stream. We don't want to work in the business. We want to work on the business. I don't want to show my face on camera or on social media. How will this help? Well, I'm telling you, I'll show you a way to not have to show your face on social media to do this. I'm working a full-time job. Will I have time to do this on the side? Yes. So you only need half an hour to an hour a day to do this. What if I can't make the event? Okay, so when are the dates? So the dates for this are going to be in January. So January 22nd, 23rd and 24th, right? January 22nd, 23rd, 24th. The reason why I have it in January is because I want you to start January with a bang. So between now and December, I want you to go through all of the courses, right? So all the courses, that's your pre-training, right? And then what I'll do is before you attend the event, we'll do some kind of pre-training as well. So we'll go online, we'll do some kind of pre-training to get you ready for the event. And then by January, when the new year comes, you'll have learned all the things from the courses. You'll have got something from the pre-training, and then you'll get the most out of that event, right? If you can't make the one in January, I also have one in February, right? So if you can't make February, then we have one in March, right? So, don't worry if you can't make the event. We'll have an open ticket. So the ticket will be open so you can attend anytime you want. But if you book now, you'll get it at this price. If you book later, you can still book later, but you just have to pay more money for the ticket and you won't get the bonuses. I can't afford this course right now. What can you do? Well, listen to this. It's only $397. $397 divided by 365. That's like $1 a day, right? Don't say you can't afford this. That's like a price of a coffee. So if you want to afford to do the program, just stop drinking coffee for a year, right? You can't afford not to miss this opportunity, especially during COVID where everybody's online, especially during Christmas. So you want to learn this stuff, implement some of the things I teach you, for the Christmas period as well. And then going into the new year, like January sales, everybody's online buying stuff, right? So this is why you want to do this, all right? And also 364.